Welcome to Exploring This Life, Season 2, Episode 1.
Hey, welcome to the channel. We are starting Season 2 of Exploring This Life. Today we're going to start where Season 1 began. We didn't get a chance to really film this the way that we think we probably should have. Most of the video in the first season was images rather than actual video. So we're going to try and do it again. We'll get the drone up as long as the weather holds up. It's pretty chilly out here right now.
Where are we?
What is this, Broken Hills?
This is Quartz Mountain.
Quartz Mountain. And we're going to try and visit Broken Hills as well on the way out. What do you got to say?
I'm looking forward to it because this time I actually have video. Last time I literally just took pictures and Corey had his little, I don't even know what kind of camera it was.
It's an old Kodak. Not really worthy of today's style of filming. So
right, and we didn't have any microphones or proper sound equipment, so hopefully this time it's way better because it's a pretty neat area. I looked for rocks last time. It's not a great place for rock hounding, even though it's listed in some of the books. This one takes a little more effort. So today we aren't really going to look for rocks. We're just going to film the car parts, the mines, the head frames, things like that.
Yeah.
And there is the old ghost town, like remnants between here and
the grave site that we showed in the first video.
Right.
I don't know that we'll hit that again.
The Matt Costello.
Yeah, Matt Costello. What you see behind us is the new vehicle for the channel. We're probably going to use it for some of the videos, probably not all, because there's a lot of places that we end up going that I don't want to take a relatively new vehicle. Because our other SUVs got some scratches in it and whatnot. Because some of these trails are pretty unused. Mm-hmm. So the brush has grown up into the roadways. Season 1 didn't end the way that we expected it to. We've still got probably 3 or 4 videos, maybe more.
Yeah.
Of stuff that we've filmed that we didn't get into Season 1. So Season 2 is going to be kind of a conglomeration of the 2 seasons. We're going to probably, starting out, we're probably going to go slower in Season 2 than we did in Season 1. Just because of the time constraints that we're under.
Because of work.
Yeah, because of jobs. And hopefully, we'll have some really cool stuff this season. We are in the progress, I guess, is what you would say, of buying a vehicle. And part of the channel moving forward will be us enjoying the vehicle, if it even happens. We'll see. But a lot of changes coming. Hopefully good. Mm-hmm. And I think we're just going to go ahead and get into it. So some of the stuff that's happened since our last video shoot that's kind of slowed us from completing the edits is my brother that's a couple years older than me passed away at the beginning of December. So I ended up having to take a trip for about a week up to Oregon to visit my family and attend his memorial. So that's kind of slowed us down. Here's some parts off of a car, I believe, or a piece of machinery. Not real sure. I would say car. So the car is actually sitting over here. It looks like it's a lot worse for wear from where we were last time, which would have been April, May, or June. I don't remember when we started the channel. Another car part. And we're not sure if this is a car that was dumped here or if this was part of the mine operations back in the day. Based on the timeline the mines ran out here, I would almost think that this was dumped. So last time, I think we were able to identify this as a Ford. And I want to say, oh, it's a Dodge. I don't know if you can, I don't know if I can move this. No. Maybe we can see it on the other side. Would have been painted black at one point. There we go. So, right there, you should be able to see where it says Dodge. This would have been probably a 1940s Dodge four-door vehicle of some sort. If any of you guys know what this is or can identify it, post it in the chat. It'd be cool to know. It's unfortunate that it's trashed like this, because this is pretty much what Honey and I are looking for. We're looking to build a rat rod. That's the hope. I wouldn't mind having bullet holes all over it, as long as it's still drivable. I don't know where they put VIN numbers back in the day, or if they even had them. They probably just had like chassis numbers. But it would be cool if you could just research the VIN and find out what it was. Alright, so up over here, there should be more of the body of that vehicle. This is probably the roof skin. Yeah, for sure. You can see this part right here. Right there is where it would have mounted to the windshield. And then I'll have to see if I can find the back window part of it. But this is where it would have mounted to the back window, I think. Or maybe the opposite. The back window piece, if I remember correctly, is up over here somewhere. A lot of trash strewn around. Okay, this is what I think is the back window frame. It would have been a split window. It's pretty heavy. But if you can identify that, you can identify what year this car was. They only did split windows probably right around 1940 somewhere. So late 30s, early 40s. Chevrolet rolled it out again for the 63 Corvette. It was a 1 year only split window. But most manufacturers stopped doing it in the 40s. There's some ruins right there of a building. We're having some audio difficulties with the wireless Bluetooth headset that I bought. So I'm actually using a plug-in headset. I'm not sure what this is. Some sort of stove? be some mining equipment of some sort. And then if you watched the first video that we did out here, there were some pictures of these truck bed parts. And you can kind of see that it was like a green military color. And then the fenders have these little ornamental flares or whatever. It'd be kind of cool to identify this. So again, if you have an idea, post it in the chat down below in the comments. Let us know. Both sides of this bed are here, not in good shape. I mean, a guy could probably save some of it, but if you don't even know what it is, it makes it hard to do. I love this old stuff. I just wish I knew more about it. I love the patina on it. You can tell that at one time it looks like they had painted it white. And then there's something written here. What I can see looks like a W and then an X and then maybe an EP, but I don't know. It's really hard to say. This stuff's probably been sitting out here for 40 or 50 years at minimum. Look at some of these ruins. You see the old timber, the wood and stuff. Some sort of a metal frame here. Can't really tell what it is. If I had to bet, that would be part of the bed of the pickup. Maybe like a frame that went over the bed. Like an old deuce and a half type canvas structure on top of it, maybe? I don't know. That looks like an old shock tower or something. We are down by the head frame, and if you remember from the first video, the head frame had a huge bird's nest in it. So we're going to check that out. There's also a car here that's looks to be pretty trash compared to what it was last time. But if I remember correctly, it's either a Ford Fairlane 4-door or like a Galaxy. Just based on the trim on the doors. Pretty shot up. But that's it. And I think this is a Ford. I mean, it could be a Chevy, but I don't know. What do you think of... This isn't working right. There we go. That door there. Let's see if there's anything else that helps identify it. I don't see anything that makes me think that it's anything other than a Ford. But looking through here, I can't identify anything. The frame's still here in pieces. It's too bad the driver's door wasn't here. You'd have a better chance of identifying it there, I think. I don't know. Anyway, comments if you know what it is. I'd hate to see this being like a 55 or 56, 57 Chevy. Although, I mean, it could be. If you look at the shadow wasn't in the way. If you look at the fender well on the front, it almost looks like a Tri-5. And then the door, because on a two-door, the doors are quite a bit longer. I don't know how many of you know this, but on the Tri-5 Chevys, a lot of guys nowadays are turning four-door cars into two-door cars. And what they're doing is they're taking the two-door front doors and they're cutting out this, I guess this would be the A-pillar here. And they're cutting this out, scooting it back, putting the two-door door on, and then they're taking the skin off the back door and making that into part of the rear body panel. Or if they've got money, they're buying the whole new rear quarter panel. So, I mean, it's cool because the two doors are more valuable. To me, it sounds like a lot of work. But if you're not afraid of doing the metal work, then it would be worthwhile.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Vintage Cars and Scrap Metal of the Quartz Mountain area. Come back next time to take a closer look at the mine shafts with us.